Aloha, welcome back to the Melting Pot Kitchen channel. We're doing a little collaboration effort between our Living Rooted Hawaii channel and Melting Pot Kitchen. I'm sitting next to some beefsteak tomatoes. It's the first time we've really had a good successful harvest. And today I had cilantro that we grew, we have a jalapeno that we grew, so we're gonna put all that together and we're gonna make some salsa. Just a small batch, but I'm sure it'll be tasty.
So we got a bunch of tomatoes, a jalapeno. We're gonna go pick some cilantro and make some salsa. And this is some bread, yummy bread that Kev made, which is almost gone because the kids love it. Anyways, let's go make some salsa.
Here's all the tomatoes that we've grown in our garden, a bunch of different varieties that hopefully you can see. Jalapeno from our garden, cilantro from our garden. It's a treat to be able to just go outside and harvest things and then be able to go inside and make a dish out of them. So yeah, today just a simple salsa. I also have garlic and onion, I have hot sauce, some salt, a lot of things that most people have laying around. So yeah, let's get right to it. And we're just gonna cut everything up, blend it all together. You can definitely use a food processor. Did I say that right the first time anyway? A blender, but a blender tends to just mush it all up. And even when you do the food processor, I would do just a pulsing action and not turn it on fully. But I like to do it this way. I feel like when I eat salsa, I like it to be not chunky, but I like it to have a little bit of a bite to it, where it's not just everything blended together in a blender. The onions I do like to do a little bit finer than the rest of the things because I like the onion to melt in and blend together a little bit more. Where maybe my garlic I'll cut a little bit chunkier, and cilantro the same. That doesn't have to be super fine. So yeah, that looks about right for the onion. We'll throw that in. Honestly, I think the tomato is the star of the show. Especially when we have all this different variety. I'm interested to see how that's going to come out. So I would just make everything else more background. But when it all comes together and you try homemade salsa for the first time, it's hard to beat. It really is. And for me, I don't really do too much recipes. I just kind of maybe glance at ingredients if I need to. And then I try to use common sense and a little bit of know-how to kind of gauge how much ingredients I need in the recipe. And sometimes I need to go pick more things and add more, and sometimes I can't even fix the mess that I make, but I like cooking that way. All right, cilantro is done. And I do stems and leaves and everything. You could even do coriander if you want. Do garlic. Again, the garlic will do a little bit chunkier. Doesn't have to be really that fine. Try to grow garlic, but shucks, it's so hard. It's such a long growing season that either a pest gets it or mildew or something. Where I live in Hawaii, it's a little bit rainier, the rainier side of the island. And I think it just is a little bit too much rain for the garlic throughout the year. But I would love to just be able to grow garlic and go outside and harvest that. That'd be awesome. All right, we did grow this jalapeno, and jalapenos run the gamut on heat. So I'm just gonna cut off the tip and try it and just kind of gauge, because I don't think, if it's really hot, I don't want to put this whole thing in there. Oh, it's pretty mild. All right, I'm just gonna put the whole thing in. I'm gonna go de-seed this real quick. All right, so let me get that jalapeno diced up. And sometimes I try the tip and I think it's mild, and then when I actually do cut it up, it is a little bit more potent than I first thought. And I've had that happen, but if that happens, oh well, we just get hotter salsa, which I don't mind at all either. All right, now let's do the tomatoes. So I believe this was a beefsteak that we grew. Beautiful. And tomatoes, I'm gonna do chunky, but not, I guess, in between chunky and non. And salsa is one of those things that maybe the next day it's better. So sometimes you want to kind of prepare in advance. But you can kind of see the cut that I'm doing. Nothing. It is kind of chunky, I guess, but I like that because when it all starts blending together, it kind of breaks down a little bit. So you get those good bites of tomato in there. This one beefsteak is almost filling up my whole, like how much I thought that I was going to make anyway. But we definitely got to try some of the Romas and put some of the cherry tomatoes in there as well. Tomatoes need a sharp knife, and it dulls the knife quickly, so it's one of those things that you might want to have a sharpener around if you're going to do a big batch, but yeah. All right, let's try a different one. Let's try one of these cherries. These ones are definitely, you can tell, are a lot more delicate. They'll mush into the salsa a lot more than the beefsteak did. Yeah, a lot more juicy. This is a collaborative effort between our two channels. We have the Melting Pot Kitchen, which is more of a cooking channel, and Living Rooted Hawai'i, which is just more of a lifestyle channel. A lot of gardening. Sarah does tons of crafting and tons of sewing and stuff. We have an Etsy account now, so we'll be adding stuff to that, I'm sure, shortly. And I promise I will try to do better posting more content for Melting Pot Kitchen, but leave a comment if you like this kind of concept of farm to kitchen, because I love it. Nice. All right, that was the Roma. I don't know what these are, Bourguignon or something, but ooh, these look Principal Bourguignon or something. No, Anyway, these look amazing. They look really juicy. Let's do another one of those. I guess we'll do one of these. I think this is a beefsteak as well. Just to. Oh, these look beautiful. Look at those. So nice. Oh, that was a beautiful tomato. That was my favorite tomato we've cut so far.
Well, I got more growing.
Yay. Let's just cut another one. All right, I think that's enough tomato for sure. So let's add, let's get this out of the way. Do some hot sauce in there. A few dashes of hot sauce. A few dashes of salt. I feel like already looking at this, I'm gonna need more garlic. I like a good garlicky salsa. Ooh, that smells good. I said, this is a pretty chunky one. I usually don't make it this chunky, but I really wanted to taste the tomatoes this time. The blend of all the different tomatoes. And I think over time it'll kind of break down a little bit too.
Marinating.
Yeah. Definitely smells delicious.